Following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
All right, welcome in to another outstanding edition of Mornings on Main Street. So glad you could be with us today on this Tuesday, November 23rd, 2021. 2 days till Thanksgiving. We're so honored you can be with us today. We got a fun show for you coming up. We're going to tell you about a few places that are going the extra mile to make sure on Thanksgiving that you guys aren't hungry. If you know somebody who needs food, needs a place to go, we'll get that taken care of for you as well. And also coming up here in about 8 minutes, one of the top personal trainers, I think, in the state of Tennessee, is going to join us to talk about, look, you've worked 10 months, 11 months, all year to get your body in shape. And now the holiday season's here. So for the next 6 weeks, you get nothing but food thrown at you. How you can avoid that, still stay fit, get your goals. And this personal trainer is fantastic. His name is Ty Fischler. He'll join us and talk about all the things to help you out with this season and stay in shape and get focused. I've seen his results, folks. He gets the job done. So we're happy to have him with us on the show today. Let's bring in my good friend, the intern, today as we get close to Thanksgiving. Intern, I checked my inbox and my email. Still no invite from Papa Intern for Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, he wants to give it to you verbally in person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Does that
coming.
mean he's going to talk to me?
Yeah. Well, he might have his people do that, but.
Okay.
Right.
Digging the fern behind you today. That's nice.
Thanks, man. It's grown 2 inches. I don't know if you can tell, but.
Did you ask Miss Shelley for that, for the?
Absolutely. We get together each week for a one-on-one about the plant.
Okay, good. As long as you get the clearance for it, I don't care.
Shout out to her.
All right, we're 2 days away from Turkey Day, right? So Let me show you this today. What's in the front page of our Main Street newspaper? It's coming your way today, and boom, I did it. November 23rd. Right, the lead story today on the Main Street Nashville e-news. You can sign up for this, get it delivered to your inbox. You got the app, all the information right there. Printed this last night, so it's all current. Look, from the fryer to the fire, right? This is a story Ashley Perham's doing today about look at that. All right, now we're going to show you the video, not yet, intern, but Ashley shot this video last week of the firefighters. What happens when you don't fry a turkey? Look at that. That could be in your. Some people do it in their kitchen, which I don't understand why. This could be in your backyard, could be in your garage. And look at that. That's nonsense. So, intern, we're going to show the video. Let me stop my screen here with that. So, play Ashley's video from last week. Here we go. Boy, I'm hungry. How much lard for dinner, Papa? And there you go. It happens every single year. You play it
So fun
again,
to watch.
intern? Do you mind?
Not at all.
I just don't. And I'll put my thing, my microwave. All right, there you go. I just don't get it. All right. Look how high the flames get. Can you imagine that in your garage? Or in
I mean,
your
I'm
house?
assuming that when people do this, they don't stand that far away, right?
No, they don't. You get firefighters who are about 5 feet away with a big pole.
Right.
That's just so bad. I mean, in years working in news, we covered this all the time that people are doing. It's awful to do that. All right, let me go back here to the latest news from Main Street this morning for you as we get you started on this very cold Tuesday, November 23rd. All right, that's a story there. I like the story dates also. We got all kind of great stories for you in the Main Street Nashville paper. Look at this. Mississippi loses Supreme Court water fight with Tennessee. Take that, Mississippi, right? Unanimous Supreme Court on Monday rejected the claim that the Memphis area has been taking water that belongs to Mississippi from an underground, whatever that word is, that sits beneath parts of both states. Yes, so Mississippi, that'll teach you to try to take anything from us here in Tennessee. So stay away. Tennessee won, Mississippi nothing. Another cool story for you today. Vivian Jones, party vehicle operators donate 1,000 turkeys to Nashville Rescue Mission. A group of party vehicle business brought some festivity to the Nashville Rescue Mission on Monday. Donation of 1,000 turkeys. 1,000 turkeys, and also a check for $20,000. So we're well done. The National Tractor, the Honky Tonk Party Express, Joyride, National Pedal Tavern, and the National Party Barge all contributed to the cause. So we'll be out there later on today, the intern and I, for the Tracy Lawrence Turkey Fry he does every year for the Nashville Rescue Mission. So thank you, party vehicle operators, for donating 1,000 turkeys to the Nashville Rescue Mission. All right, so one of my favorite parts every day of reading the paper is this day in history that you get, right? This is 60 years ago today. November 23rd, 1961. And it's so cool to read stories and headlines from back then. And the headline today, new Woodland span looms, the Woodland Street Bridge is going to get redone, complete reconstruction for $1.2 million. Now, in today's world, for $1.2 million, that will get you a surveyor to come out and look over and see what's going on. So I love seeing that. All right, so if you're going to travel soon, we got a story for you in the paper, too, as well. If you're heading out to B&A, they got a little dog park for you. Intern, your dad can let you roam the dog park.
Oh, man, that's awesome. That's great news. I'll tell all my dog friends.
Yeah, look at these dogs. Are so happy. I love the picture. Look, that cat right there, he couldn't care less what's going on. He just wants you to get out of his face.
He's there
the
for
dog's so great, so
paycheck.
wonderful. That cat, though, is like, why am I here?
Yeah,
You
the dog's like, I'll do whatever you want.
And then I'll kill you. That's the cat's thing.
Yeah.
I like to see the cat at the dog park. That'd be a lot of fun, him running around, doing that stuff right there. All right, last night our Nashville Predators played, and you know the score, intern?
I don't. But that's why I check the news every day.
That's why I'm here for you. Preds win last night. They beat the Anaheim Ducks 3-2. Michael Granlund celebrates after scoring a goal against the Ducks on Monday. Yakov Trenin scored the tie-breaking goal in the third, and Ryan Johansson had a goal, and the Preds won 3-2. They'll play again on Wednesday night. They'll take on the Vegas Golden Knights come to town. So the Nashville Predators starting out really good out of the gate after going 1-3. They're now 9-4-1 since starting out there. All right, so we talk about 1992. Roy Acuff passed away on this day. The iconic Roy Acuff, who just meant so much to so many people. So this story made me laugh. After 30 years, the Kentucky Headhunters are going to make their Opry debut. All right, so I love the Kentucky Headhunters. I loved them back in the 90s. And I love this quote. It says, in the early 90s, when the Headhunters released their debut album, Pickin' on Nashville, Bill Monroe, the legend, approached Roy Acuff about having the group perform on the Opry stage. Mr. Acuff said, I think they are probably good boys and would do a fine job, but let's get them a haircut first. and they never played. They never did it. So they say, we're looking forward to our first appearance on the Opry stage in 30 years. We still got our hair as well. Well, most of it. So congratulations to the Kentucky Headhunters for doing that. Let's get you off and running on this beautiful Tuesday here of November 23rd. All right, we come back. We're joined by Ty Fischler, Body by Ty. We'll tell you about how to keep those pounds away, keep fit during this, the next 6 weeks where you get nothing but food thrown at you. So we'll enjoy talking to him. That's next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Every year, it costs Tennessee more than $15 million to clean up roadside litter. It's time to keep your trash to yourself and our roadways clear, because nobody trashes Tennessee.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
I thought it was good.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal. It was no big deal.
Hey, I can hold my liquor. I thought I could hold my liquor.
Is your roof in need of repairs? Maybe it's time for a full roof replacement. If so, choose Middle Tennessee's #1 rated roofer. Tim Leeper Roofing has provided the Nashville area with outstanding residential and commercial services for nearly 2 decades. And with hundreds of 5-star reviews, Tim Leeper Roofing has satisfied thousands of homeowners. To schedule a free and honest estimate, find us online at timleeperroofing.com.
I got to get a better outfit to cook the turkey in. That looks terrible right there. Anyway, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. Fun show for you today, November 23rd, 2021. Let's bring in who I think is one of the best personal trainers in all of Middle Tennessee, in the state of Tennessee, Ty Fischler, Bodies by Ty. Ty, good morning to you.
Good morning, Joe. How we doing?
I'm so good, man. So glad you could be with us. I've been wanting to get on the show for quite a while. I saw you at the gym the other day, and it just dawned on me. I went to a party Saturday night, Ty, and I had nothing but about 47 servings of food. I'm thinking, if I'm on a diet, I'm done. I'm done. How do you avoid all this food when all that food looks so good, yet you're trying to keep your goals?
Man, I tell you what, this time of the year, it gets everybody. We get into our comfort food. It's we don't have enough daylight in the day. Everybody wants to eat around the family. It's all about that portion control. All these people, everyone, including the trainer, we all work so hard for the summer and the spring and have those great looking bodies. And then you're right. Wintertime comes around, all the fans come around. We live in the South. Everybody wants to cook all that good food. So it's hard. So just keeping those temptations down to a low. Portion control, paying attention to what you're eating. That's the biggest thing. We're going to battle with Thanksgiving here in a day or so. And, we all know all that good food comes right in front of us. But it's just controlling about the temptations. We're going to have a lot of stuff just laid out in front of us. And no one says you can't eat a good meal, but just watch what you're eating. Your portion controls, like I said, small amounts of food. And just be cautious of what you're doing, because we don't want to ruin, what we've been working up to this. A lot of people kind of say that, oh my gosh, I'm going to kill it for Thanksgiving. I've been working so hard. Yeah, that's kind of a good mentality to have, but we can also ruin a lot of our hard work up to this point, the next 5 to 6 weeks of all this cold weather.
You hit 2 words I want to talk about, which I think really can crush somebody's world when they're really trying to attain a goal, and that's peer pressure. We're like, oh, just come on, it's a little bit of food, it's a little bit of food, and next thing you know, you're eating a whole lot of food. How do you stay away from the peer pressure when you're at the gym 5 days a week, trying to get your goal, and now you got everybody throwing this food at you with the peer pressure?
Yeah, it's hard, and you're going to have to figure out a way to either not hurt some feelings because grandma wants you to have a piece of that chocolate pie, and just kind of let everybody know I'm on a diet, I'm on a regimen, I'm working in the gym 5 days a week. And I think if you do that enough, people hopefully will understand that, you're trying to do the best that you can for you in the situation. It doesn't mean that you can't have a small bite. It doesn't mean that you can't have a small piece of grandma's chocolate pie or whatever it is. But the biggest thing about this time of the year is you got to back it up. You got to stay in the gym. You got to stay consistent with everything else that you're eating, outside of this Thanksgiving and Christmas meals and things like that, and really counterbalance, some of the stuff that we will have to put in front of us. We got a lot of temptations coming up. And, don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to reach for something that's maybe a little bit better. Small bites, say, hey, I had a piece of it. Thanks, Grandma. But, just be cautious of what you're doing and be proactive about what's about to be in front of you.
We got your Facebook page up there, Body by Ty. And I've known you for quite a while, and I've seen the difference you make in a lot of people's lives. And, when we've talked about this before, it's just like the toughest part of doing everything is getting up and actually going to do it, those first few steps. And so you've got people, Ty, who've been working out with you. Their New Year's resolution was to lose weight. They've been there since January. And the last thing that you want them to do is to lose everything they've got so far in just 6 weeks.
That's right. That's the biggest thing. And that's just through, the program that I try to teach all my people is just that discipline. And I think that once people actually get to a certain point, honestly, I feel like when people get to this point, this time of the year, I think it's going to be easier for them to say no because they do like the results. They sit here and, you know what, I've been working for this full year. I got all these great results. I'm feeling great about myself. You know what? That pie, that pudding, that sweet roll, casserole, whatever it is, that's just not really a temptation anymore. So I think a lot of people have gotten those great results. This time of the year, it might be a little bit easier for them to go, you know what? I love the way that I look. I'm not going to damage all my success that I've gotten over these last 11, 12 months just because I'm going to go crazy over Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, yeah, those people I think are hopefully in the mindset to say, I got this. I'm going to be okay. I'm not going to sabotage myself because spring's right around the corner again. And I don't want to look and be like, oh, man, I got that.
Right. Is it frustrating for you as a personal trainer when you see somebody fall off their goals around Thanksgiving when you know that they are so close to attaining those goals?
I tell you what, man, Joe, this is the conversation I just had with a client before I jumped on here. It's highly frustrating. Whether it's, you see people in and out of the gym 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and they're actually just destroying their goals. And then they just fall off the wagon. And it's tough because you see them come in, you see them put the dedication in, and they lose either a bunch of weight or they get in the best shape of their lives or whatever it is that the really goals are set out to do. And out of nowhere, this happens. And it is frustrating. So I really try to teach my people that, you get to the mindset of really enjoying how you feel and how healthy you are and the way that you look on your physical appearance, that when you get to this point, you don't want to ruin that, And, but yeah, those few people that just go ham and you don't see them for a few weeks, maybe they went out of town or whatever, and they come back with that extra, holiday weight, as I like to call it. It is frustrating because I try to teach something different. So
how much of your job is being a psychologist? 25%, 50%?
99%. It's a lot. I always say there's a lot of titles at the end of my personal training title. But you know what? That's what I think what makes this job kind of fun for me is not only do I get to see the physical results, I get to see the mental results. If it's changing life, if it's changing marriages, if it's changing, I just had a baby. A lot of that stuff is more mental talk through than just the physical change that we have in the gym. So you got to be a listening ear. You got to be a psychologist and a shrink, a marriage counselor. And there's a lot of stuff that personal trainers are not just subject just to that one field. But that helps the progress. If you don't have that, you don't have success. You got to be well-rounded for all that because every single person is going to be different what they bring to the table of what you need to help them out with,
Fantastic. If people want to reach out to you, how do they find you? I know the Facebook page. How else can they find you?
Man, Facebook, Instagram, Body by Ty. I'm all over the place. Just reach out to me. I'm at Competitive Edge Gym here in Hermitage, Tennessee, the best gym in Nashville, Tennessee. Stop by, not just the personal training side of it. We have a great gym here as well. Come by and grab a free workout on us. But yeah, we got Body by Ty, hashtag Body by Ty. Like I said, any of the social media areas you can reach out. Come find me. Drop a message to me if you got some good questions for the New Year's of how we're going to counterbalance a crazy holiday season and your New Year's resolutions. That's all I've been answering here lately.
Well, I mean, I see you every time I go to the gym, whether it's in the morning, the afternoon, or midday, you're there training people. So it's working. And so, I think the world of it, and you do a great job, Ty. Thanks, brother.
Man, I appreciate that, Joe.
All right, Ty Fischler, Body by Ty, a competitive edge there in Hermitage. I'm not kidding. I've seen the results in the couple of years I've been working out there, what Ty does and the way that he's transformed people's lives. So we're so honored that he was with us today to talk about how to put that stuff away. Peer pressure. Don't let it influence you over Thanksgiving. So thanks, Ty. All right, we'll come back with more right here. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Dental coverage may be a small investment, but it has big benefits because dental coverage and preventive oral care leads to more than a healthier smile. It leads to a healthier life overall. Delta Dental makes it easy to get the care you need. With the nation's largest network, you're more likely to find or keep a dentist you love. And with comprehensive coverage and additional discounts, you'll have benefits you love too. Make a lasting investment in your oral and overall health with coverage from Delta Dental. Visit deltadentaltn.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Ryan. I'm the co-owner of Zaxby's along with Lee Oliver. This is a place that mamas and daddies can be really comfortable to send their kids to for a first job. It's a place that you can have fun, feel really good about the place that you work, get paid well, have a good time. If you want to apply, you can go to applynow.com and Zaxby's will be on there. We love it when we get some great folks here at Zaxby's. All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. We're really so happy Ty Fischler could join us because he is busy all day long. So the fact that we got him doing a short break is really cool to talk about things not to do and to do during Thanksgiving these next 6 weeks where you eat absolutely nonstop. And I'm the perfect example of that. I'm like, I'm not going to have that. And 3 hours later, I can't move. All right, we're so proud that Delta Dental is part of our family here at Mornings on Main Street. We're so proud that we can bring you their great stories. And to tell you guys that Delta Dental of Tennessee now offering dental and vision plans for groups and individuals. You can learn more about that at deltadentaltn.com. Here's something to smile about. Delta Dental is involved in a lot of athletics, a lot of community events. Why is it important for Delta Dental?
Well, we're a statewide organization. We want to say that we will serve clients from, that old UT saying from Mountain City to Memphis.
Yes.
Everywhere in between. So that's our approach. And we feel that we have a obligation to give back to the people of the state of Tennessee. We have a special place in the U.S. tax codes, and that allows us or requires us to give back dramatically amount. And so we'll give back roughly 35% of what we net every year.
Wow. Say that again.
35% of what we net. It could be closer to 40 this year, but that'll be what we'll get. So we give two giving things. We have one thing called corporate citizenship. That's where we run programs with statewide organizations, local organizations, that sort of thing. And then we have a foundation, and the foundation actually is one of the single largest supporters of working poor clinics in the state.
So you guys truly put the money where your mouth is, or vice versa?
Very good analogy. emergency.
And you can take that if you want.
Yes.
That's free of charge.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Wick. That is so awesome. Again, Delta Dental, proud to be part of the show with us every morning here on Mornings of Main Street. Delta Dental, Tennessee, now offering dental and vision plans for groups and individuals. Learn more at deltadentaltn.com. All right. Let's, as we're talking this week about things that are going on with Thanksgiving and really cool things, there's a cool event that's happening today downtown Nashville where all the hotels are coming together to help out the homeless. And this is brought to you by Rocket Town. Now we're joined now by Kenny Alonso with Rocket Town. Kenny, how are you, buddy?
Doing well, Joe. How are you?
Good. I know it's early. Thank you for doing this because I think what you're doing, Kenny, is fantastic. Tell me about how you got all these hotels to come together and for your cause that's going on today.
Right. So it started with the Omni Hotel. They've been serving meals here every Thanksgiving to about 200 kids. And last year they came to us and said, hey, we want to go big this year. And so they actually approached some of the other hotels, some friends that they have here in the community, and brought it all together. And we've just provided the kids and the families to come out. So it's the JW Marriott, the Joseph, the Music City Center, the Renaissance, the Westin, and the Omni Hotel, with the Omni taking the lead on this deal. So they really, even last year during COVID, they weren't making a whole lot of money, and they still said they want to bless Nashville. And so they've done this now second year in a row. We'll serve about 750 meals this afternoon.
Woo! Kenny, we hear about all the competition downtown and hotels and this and that. It's so just reassuring, and it gives you great faith to know that they're all working together to take care of our friends and neighbors in need, man. I don't know how you don't smile about something like this.
That's right. I mean, it's like in the sports world, right, Big Joe? They've got a lot of competition, but to see hotels that are supposedly fighting against one another for customers to join hands for the community it's a Nashville spirit coming to life.
So they're all going to pack all this food, take it to you, and this afternoon will they come there? Will people deliver it? How does this work?
So they'll show up here. We've got 60 volunteers coming in 2 different shifts starting at 1 o'clock. We'll assemble all the meals together here on site and have a dual drive-up line with 2 lanes where people will drive up and walk up and carry food back home to their families.
No questions asked.
No questions asked.
Yeah, Kenny, we've had people on the last few days, and we talked about people who are embarrassed, but they don't have any money, no food, but they're too embarrassed to get in line to get food. And we keep telling, don't be embarrassed. Let people feed you, and that's what you guys are doing today.
That's right. It doesn't matter. I mean, everyone has different situations. We all have hard times at some point or another in life. And so it's just an opportunity for us to bless kids in the community. And, our focus here at Rocket Town is working on it with young people. And so we keep saying we work with kids, but it's really the whole family that we care about. And so we'll have moms, dads, grandparents show up, and we get a chance to love and feed them all.
Kenny, why is all this so important to you?
It's part of the mission of Rocket Town to serve this community, and it makes a difference. We've all had people in our lives, whether for me, a coach, a pastor, a friend, that poured into my life and did something significant for me when I needed it. And so we try to be that to other people. We're a Christian organization. We believe in being the hands and feet of Jesus to bless this community, and this is one way we can do it.
And 60 volunteers, that's pretty good too.
That's right. So honestly, didn't know we get that many. We were a little concerned when we found out we were going to be hands-on assembling all the meals and running the traffic pattern and everything. And it took less than a week to get those volunteers. We sent it out to our board and our friends that are connected here, volunteer on a regular basis, and got the number in pretty quick order. So pretty pleased with that.
Good for you. All right, Kenny, if somebody wants to help out monetarily wise, how would they do this?
So they can go to rockettown.org, and there is a give button on there, and they can just click on that, and it's a link. It's pretty easy to give, whether it's through Venmo and various ways that you can give nowadays. So it's really easy. Just go on rockettown.org, and that's Rocket Town. It's one word with 1 T in the middle, and that's the easiest way to do it.
Fantastic. Kenny, we'll be down there in a few hours, and we'll talk to you, and we're going to head over to the Omni and see them packing the food and everything. So thank you for what you're doing, man. Rocket Town has helped out so many people that we could spend 15 segments talking about the great work you guys do. So thank you, Kenny.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you having us on.
All right, Kenny Alonso, again, rockettown.org, rockettown.org, just one T for all the great work they're doing today. Over 700 meals will be delivered. So thank you for what you do. All right, we come back. Miss Cheap will join us, and at 7:40, we got another restaurant in town that's helping people out. So that's the theme this week. We're going to find as many restaurants as we can that are helping people, getting the good word out, and feeding our friends and neighbors. So we'll come back. Miss Cheap joins us next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Well, I came up with the name. We threw around some ideas, but I just, some people at the beginning said that they thought cheap had a sort of negative connotation, but I didn't. I wanted it to be fun. I didn't want it to be something that was like, a Spartan lifestyle that I was promoting. I wanted it to be that you could save money, but you could still have a quality life and have a good time.
For the same reason a beagle chases rabbits, it's in my blood. I started reading newspapers, Lydia, before I could read. When I was a little kid in Crossville growing up, my mom taught me to read at about 5 years old, so I would read the Crossville Chronicle, our hometown paper, and it was so exciting I'd wait on Thursday morning for the Chronicle to arrive. I've been fascinated by newspapers all my life. Since I was 5 years old, that's all I wanted to do.
All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. As we do every Tuesday at 7:30, it's time to bring in the legendary Miss Cheap. And there she is. Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning to you, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. I'm still, amazed, not amazed, but just the day we saw you in Hendersonville and everybody was just so excited you were there to see Miss Cheap. Is this when people find out that Miss Cheap is around? I guess this happens all the time, doesn't it?
Well, it happens some, but people are awfully nice. And, I get most of my ideas from people who are reading my column. So that's the beauty of it.
Oh, it was fantastic. When they announced it, everybody was like, oh, they stood up taking pictures of you. So I thought that was very, very cool to see that. All right, every Tuesday in Main Street Nashville, you have an article. And this week you have about working off some of that turkey, correct?
Right. Everybody thinks about Black Friday being the day you go to the mall and shop. But the Tennessee State Parks they started probably 10 years ago adding these all park hike days where every one of the 56 state parks has some sort of ranger-led guided hike or other activity. And so it's a great way for people to get out in the woods and just have a nice day outside. You don't have to spend any money. It's totally free. The hikes are all different. Each park decides what they're going to do. Some of them are like history hikes. There's one at Bicentennial Capitol Mall State Park downtown where one of the rangers will take you through the whole park and give you some of the Tennessee history. There are other ones that are rugged hikes. There's one at Radnor that's on one of their new trails. And so it's a good way to explore the parks. And I like to go with a ranger. You just learn so much from them.
And that's the thing is that people don't understand, Ms. Cheap, that we have some amazing parks very close to Middle Tennessee.
Right. They say with state parks, they say that there is a state park within about 30 minutes of every person who lives in Tennessee. And that's pretty amazing. I mean, and they're all different. Like I said, the Bicentennial one is an urban park. Some of them are very rural and rugged to get through. Some of them have a lot of history. It's a great way to see what the state has to offer in terms of plants and nature and trails and just after you've eaten all that Thanksgiving food, it's a good thing to do on Friday afterwards.
You know, I love the part we just talked about going with the Ranger because they could point out so many things that would be so oblivious to me that I wouldn't even think about. What a great idea.
Well, I think it's great. But something else I wanted to tell you about today is this week I have a second column that's going to come out on Thursday, and it's a Miss Cheap holiday guide, and it tells you some of the things that you can do between Thanksgiving and New Year's Day that are free. That I think people need to know about. You know, a lot of this stuff costs a lot of money, and there's plenty of free stuff to do. I mean, there's the Bass Pro Shop has it's Winter Wonderland, it's Santa's Wonderland, where you can get a free picture with Santa. Gaylord Opryland has a lot of free things in their mix, along with the things that that do cost. But there are lots of concerts. There's one of my favorites, and I'm going to write about it next week, is Tuba Christmas, where 100 tubas play Christmas carols. I mean, and all these things are free. So I'm hoping people will see that list and maybe let it help them plan some of their holiday activities.
Yeah, we talked about the tuba thing. We're going to go down and cover that too, because I think that's a great story. It's been around for quite a while. And to hear 100 tubas do that, I think is really cool. You've got the part here, and you talked about Radnor Lake, and there's information you need and all that. I think that's a really cool thing, a 3-hour, 3-mile hike, which takes off from the church, the Episcopal Church, the Advent we see right there on Franklin Road. And what a great way to spend a day, especially it's going to be nice on Friday.
Well, you know, I think it would be. And part of that hike involves about an hour of volunteering to clear trails. That's a new trail for Radnor. And, you know, Radnor is such a busy park. It's probably, if you go over there most any day, it's hard to find a parking place. So this is a trail that is being developed. So it's not all of it is even a trail. So it's rugged. It's not something that you're going to go and just have a leisurely walk. This is hard going, but it's definitely worth it. It's beautiful when you get to the top of the ridge, and it's going to be led by Steve Ward, who's the park manager at Radnor. And Steve really knows his stuff, and he is passionate about it. I'll tell you that.
You know, one thing I love about your articles at the end, when you give us little tips and things that are going on, you always include so much information where you got the website and the phone numbers, and not just like, hey, go to Radnor Park and be there at 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, whenever. You give us information that we can go learn more. And Ms. Cheap, I wish so many other people did that as well, because that really helps out when you get on the website and you can find things, and then there might be other things you want to do, but you give it all to us right there.
Well, I do try to, because it's frustrating to me to find something I want to do and then not be able to get all the details. So I do try to do that. So, you know, people help me out with it. That's for sure.
As well. All right. So you talk about the Thursday article yet come out again. Now, briefly explain again what that main focus of that article is.
It is free things to do between Thanksgiving Day and the first of the year. And it includes like the Thanksgiving, the Good Friday, the Black Friday hike, as well as the next hike that they have, All Parks hike, is on New Year's Day. So that's another good one to start the new year off with, a good hike. But it's everything from the Tuba Christmas to there's all sorts of concerts and different religious things, that like lessons and carols at some of the churches that are just beautiful. There's a handbell choir that performs all over. There's a brass band that performs, and all of these they're free and open to the public. And it's a great way to plan your holidays with some things that, you know, the whole family can enjoy.
You know, and it's great because last year a lot of these things didn't happen. So, you know, it's been 2 years that we've had to experience some of these things. So it really has a different and a more wonderful feeling, I think, Ms. Cheap, this year than maybe we took for granted in years past.
Well, that's true. And, you know, when I started making the list, I didn't think there'd be that many things, since last year most everything was canceled or went virtual. But there were more than I thought. The Christmas parade is still virtual, and the Christmas tree lighting downtown is still virtual. But there are all sorts of things. There's a magic show in Brentwood at the Brentwood Library. There's a Christmas tree lighting out there. There's plenty to do. I mean, I think I have more than 30 things in my list.
Wow.
And one of the ones that people that did happen last year that really is one of my favorites is the Caroline concert on Christmas Eve at Belmont. And it's in the bell tower at Belmont. So you can go anywhere on that beautiful campus and hear the bell tower, hear the Caroline from the bell tower. And Dr. Richard Shedinger does the concert, and it's exquisite. It's really wonderful.
Fantastic. Again, another great article and great week. And I look forward to the article on Thursday as well, Ms. Cheap. All right. So people, you always talk about you want ideas from viewers and for people, and how can they reach out to you?
So my email is just mischeap at I always say it wrong. mainstreetmediatn.com.
Miss Cheap at mainstreetmediatn.com. Again, we're so honored, Miss Cheap, that you join us every Tuesday for all these, because they're always fascinating and great tips and ideas for our whole family. And that's the goal, and we really appreciate it.
Well, I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving, and thanks for having me on, Joe.
Yes, ma'am. We'll see you next week. Thank you. That's Miss
Stay
Cheap.
cheap, got to stay cheap.
There we go. We got it. Yes, that's how we know it's her. All right, thank you, Miss Cheap. And again, it's good. Another article coming out Thursday in Main Street Nashville. You can read her article today on Main Street Nashville as well. You can subscribe and get the e-newsletter and get the app like I have delivered right to your phone. It's all right there for you. So again, thank you, Miss Cheap. All right, we come back. There's another restaurant in town that's offering, or it's having a great thing going on Thanksgiving. We want you to know about. We want you guys to spread the word and help our friends and neighbors who don't have nowhere to go on Thanksgiving and need to eat. And we're going to make sure as many people can eat on Thursday as possible that need to. So we'll come back. That story next for you right here. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
When they first came in, one of the things we put in is if you walk around Concourse, you'll see there's an area that's a Delta Dental Kids Zone. And that's been there pretty much since the Preds opened for business. And so that's one of the things. But, if you look at, in our case, how do we match up with charities that have value across the state? And then the other thing is how do we match up with partners that are true community partners? And if you look at what the Preds give back to the community and the things they do for kids all over, how do you match up with a better partner in the Nashville area than the Preds? I mean, it's hard to beat them, really. And entertainment-wise, it's hard to beat them just showing up to the game. I mean, it's almost an assault on your senses. It's Vegas and everything else rolled into one with lights and cameras and everything going. So,
but you've got such a good partnership with them that when I think of the Preds, I almost think of Delta Dental because of everything you guys do with them.
Yeah, we would love to know that that's the way people think. If everybody walks through the door and thinks, well, who is their partner? The first partner I want to think of is Delta Dental.
All right, well, those we call the bump in and bump out. The bump ins make me laugh because our intern does a fantastic job of putting those together. So thank you, intern, for all the hard work that you do every single day on this show behind the scenes. Again, I'm going to do a whole story one day on just you and what you do behind the scenes because I see it and it's fascinating. Okay, one of the great friends of this show is a guy that sponsors our Pet of the Week. We've had great success, in large part to his passion and commitment to the segments and everything. And so he's also got another event that's happening on Thursday that we want you guys to know about. Let's bring in Hunter Briley from Regal Realty Group. There he is. Hey, Hunter.
What's up, man? How are you?
Good to see you again, man. Success because of the Pets of the Week, because of you. Thank you for all that, for believing in the segment when I just told you about it and you're like, I'm on board. So thank you for that. And I really appreciate it. All right. So we got an event happening on Thursday with the restaurant that you're involved in and you want to feed people. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So our buddies at Catch 22 Gastropub in Mount Juliet, right over there off of Mount Juliet Road. Awesome people. They've been in business for the past couple years, but just really, really, really good, solid people. And we always want to take care of our community, Joe, as you and I both try to do on multiple different levels. And I appreciate you, by the way, for everything you do, my friend. It means a lot. We just kind of, we wanted to take it to the next level for those that, may not have enough money or may not have time or just are sick families or anything like that. We just wanted to be able to provide a warm turkey meal, turkey day meal for anybody who needed it. So we're just doing it, no questions asked, just kind of like Rocket Town's doing as well. Just, if you need it for any reason, come by and get it, and we'll have it ready for you 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock at Catch 22.
Is this drive up, go in? How is this going to work?
Yeah, so Regal Realty Group, my real estate company, we're volunteering to we're sponsoring the food, and we're volunteering the time to serve it. And Catch 22 is doing the location and obviously cooking of the food. And it is a pickup and takeout only. The restaurant will actually be closed. And so we'll just have the meals prepared. And you come in and say, okay, I need a meal for 4 or 2 or 6 or 12, whatever it is. And we'll whip it up for you and throw it in a to-go bag and get it ready to go.
And I said this to Rocket Town. I said it to the 2 guests we had yesterday. I've seen people who have driven up to where they're giving out food, and they sit in the car and they're too embarrassed to come in. And man, that rips me apart. It does. And so I just let people know, no questions asked, right?
That's it, man. I don't need to know your reason. I just need to feed you. That's all there is to it. So if that's an issue, we've tried to circumvent that a little bit. You can send me a private message. I'm on Facebook and Twitter and all that fun stuff. And if you'd like to just drop your name and say, hey, we'll be there around 11:30, then just shoot me another message. I'll give you my phone number. I mean, you can have my number now. It's 615-630-9735. I don't mind. Shoot me a message and I will walk the food out to your car. No questions asked.
Same question I had for Kenny at Rocket Town. Why you don't have to do this? Why do you do it?
I think we're called to, man. I mean, we're blessed enough to be in certain positions that we work hard for and to be, but not everybody is that fortunate. And if you can't give back, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And I feel like it's just a passion of mine and my wife's to be able to give back in any and every opportunity we possibly can. And this is just a very obvious one.
I love the way that you don't just jump into something like halfway. When I got the text from you for this, it was like a 3-page text about all that's going on, all you're doing. And I love the last part of your text was, hey, man, I don't want to take advantage of our friendship. And I was like, man, I love spreading the good news, and I think the world of you. So when you do things like this, man, you go all in, don't you?
I do, man. It's kind of a habit that I've had since I was young, and everybody kind of says that about me. When I get on something, I get on it. So fortunately, as I've grown up and turned into an adult, I get on the good stuff and take care of good things.
Okay, again, explain where Catch 22 in Mount Juliet is.
Yeah, so if you're coming from the the Lebanon Road side, you would come south on Mount Juliet Road, and it's about less than half a mile on your right. It kind of sits up on a hill. It's next to Houston's grocery store. So it's kind of right in that area across from the Gourmet Donut Shop.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And it's right before the middle school.
Yeah. Right before the middle school. Perfect.
Okay. Yeah. And then so did you go to Catch 22 with this idea, or they come to you, or you just talking and it all kind of exploded that way?
Yeah, we just kind of were talking about some, different things and ways to give back. And actually, he saw what we're doing for the Adopt-a-thon in December. Had to go in there, I did. And he was like, "Man, I love what you're doing with that, and you and Joe and everybody. We want to do some stuff to help too." So they're actually the food sponsor for the Adopt-a-thon. I said, "Well, man, I've got another idea if you want to do it." And I could barely get it out of my mouth, and he's like, "We're in. Let's do it. Absolutely, we'll open the restaurant up for it. I'm happy to do it."
That's fantastic. And by the way, we're going to get December 18th. Great idea that you had. I'm lucky to be part of it. The Santa Paws Adopt-a-thon at Tremont Mansion, December 18th. After Thanksgiving, we'll really get the word out, or really advertise and promote it. But that's going to be a fun day as well.
It is. We're going to have a lot of good shelters from around the Middle Tennessee area that you've been visiting with our Pet of the Week segment. And everybody's committed. They're bringing a few dogs, and hopefully we'll find some forever homes for these puppies.
But it's going to be from noon to 4, but it's just like, come, see, get informed, eat, meet people, have a good time. And really, Hunter, the idea and what we've talked about is what makes this community great, just coming together for a great cause.
Exactly. And awareness. You're right.
And awareness. All right. So Catch 22, Thursday, 11 to 1. If you see Hunter, reach out to him, and no questions asked. And I hope you go out of, it's kind of a 2 thing here. I hope that you give a lot of food out, but I wish you didn't have to give a lot of food out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, man. I totally hear you on that. Absolutely.
So, all right, Hunter, thank you. Hunter Briley, Regal Realty Group. Thank the world of you, man. Thank you.
You too, brother. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for what you're doing on Thursday, brother. All right, it's Hunter Briley, Regal Realty Group. Again, so tomorrow we get some more places that are helping out people for Thanksgiving. If you have any ideas or know places that are doing that, please send them our way. We'll help promote them and get the good word out. That's what makes our community of Middle Tennessee so special, as we help out each other in need. All right, we'll come back. We'll take a break with America's best game show. Celebrity Birthdays is next right here on Mornings on Main Street.
Talking Trash, the show that's going to end littering. Brought to you by Nobody Trashes Tennessee. How was that? That fast part, the end felt rushed. I'm going to do it one more time, Claire. Talking Trash, the show that's going to end littering. Brought to you by Nobody Trashes Tennessee. Ooh, how was that? Claire, that sound about right? It felt good to me. She feels me. Nobody trashes Tennessee on my watch.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
It was just a few cocktails at happy hour.
You really good try.
There aren't any cops around.
I didn't think there were any cops around.
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I want you to hang on, okay? Cover your hands, sir. You are right now.
All right, welcome back. Those turkeys just walking in the street. All right, we're going to do celebrity birthdays now. We kept Hunter Briley on for this segment. So, Hunter, we're going to show you. You're going to be part of this great game show that a lot of people will be a part of. So, here's the deal. We'll throw a celebrity out there. It's their birthday, and you've got to get it within 2 years. So, if the intern's 27 and you say 24, not good. You say 28, it's good within 2 years. All right?
Got it.
All right. So, and by the way, there is no prize for this.
Oh, good.
No prize of being with us. Okay. Let's start off with a TV personality. I actually had her job at one time. Robin Roberts. You might not know that Robin Roberts was a sports anchor at Channel 4 back in the mid 80s. And 30 years after that, I'd have her job. So, how old is Robin Roberts?
Who goes
Hunter,
first, Joe?
Hunter, go first.
I'm going to go 56.
I'm going to go 48.
She is 61 years old.
Mm.
So, intern, you got to listen to the clues, man. At
Right.
18
You're
years
right.
old,
Gave you the
she's not
30
working
bump.
on TV.
Man.
All right. Don't know this guy. Don't know this guy. Snooki from Jersey Shore.
Snooki.
Snooki.
Me and Hunter are like, it's pronounced Snooki.
It's Snooki.
Snooki, all right.
I'll go 38.
Ooh, I was going to go 36.
What's your answer?
36.
She's 34. Good job, intern. You're up 1-0. Remember, Hunter sponsors a segment on our show, so we got to let him win.
Right.
I just want to see all the bump outs more. Those are awesome.
Nashville girl, Miley Cyrus. How old is Miley Cyrus today?
Nobody cares. Okay, no.
You're right.
Miley Cyrus. 34.
You've obviously never heard her ballad Wrecking Ball. I recommend it. Let's do 31.
29.
Golly, the intern's crushing it.
He's up 2-0 on this. We'll get some more, though. Don't worry. Let's see here. Bruce Hornsby. How old is Bruce Hornsby today?
62.
I'll go 71.
67. You guys are on both sides of that. Comedy writer Bruce Valanche. Now, he's a guy that has the red glasses and the crazy hair. He's been all over Hollywood squares. He's a comedy writer, pretty funny guy, very eccentric. Bruce Valanche.
71.
63.
74. Hunter, so close.
Oh.
Don't go anywhere. We got some more. Okay. Rapper Corrupt of the Dog Pound. How old is Rapper Corrupt?
Of the Dog Pound.
Yep.
23.
Very important clue. Let's do 44.
49.
Wow.
Yeah, he's gotten old. The Dog Pound's gotten old there. Let's see here. Man, there's a lot of birthdays today. All right, Brooke Jacoby, former Cleveland Indians infielder.
Jacoby, 34.
41.
62. We can't end this way. Hold on. We got to find some more on here. Actor Maxwell Caulfield from the Colbys. He's been around for a while.
Colbys.
58.
79.
62.
God!
So close. All right, we're just going to run through these. Whether you heard them or not, we're going to run through these. Singer guitar player Ken Block of Sister Hazel.
59.
44.
55. Hunter, man.
Ooh, right up there.
I'm just circling it.
I know. Drummer Charlie Grover of Sponge.
54.
Let's go 51.
55.
Yes!
Hey! 2-1. 2-1. We're going down. We get these out. Actor Paige Kennedy. She was on Desperate Housewives. Do not know which one she was, but she was there. Paige Kennedy.
49.
46.
45.
Oh, he got me.
You not hype about that?
Intern takes it 3-1. These other ones I've never heard of.
Sorry, I'll be the bad boy of the.
No, I've never heard of these other. I'm not going to waste your time with that. All right, Hunter, man. Next time, right?
Dude, I love it. Thank you.
All right, see you, brother. Hunter Briley. Yeah, intern. It's another one, man. You're doing well. You knocked Gooseby out of it.
Hey, I'm on a tear, you know. And if anybody else wants to challenge, come on down.
I don't think they will, but I want to pull this up here. This is for we have, if I can do this correctly before we leave here. These are what national days are, right? So you get all this?
Yes.
So today is National Espresso Day. Do you like the espressos?
So could you explain to me what the difference between that and a regular coffee is?
Yeah, one is a coffee and one is an espresso.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
See, I thought, okay, gotcha.
And
Thank
then
you.
National Cashew Day. Do you like cashews?
I'm not nuts for it.
Oh my Lord. Good one. God, you're amazing. What about, do you like Doctor Who?
Oh, you're gonna have to remind me, man. Who is that?
He's
Doctor
a doctor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of doctors.
He's a private practice doctor. That's not a lot going on to eat a cranberry day. I'm not a cranberry fan, so I like the group though. I don't like the food.
I don't mind the juice.
Oh, really? Cranberry juice? Can't stand it.
I could.
Do you like cranberries with your turkey and all that other stuff?
No, I don't. But it'd be weird not to see it on the table, you know. I don't know
really.
who eats it, but
hey, shout out to our helmet behind us. That's the East Nashville High School football team. Made it to the semifinals. They play Friday night at home. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. So we're going to honor East Nashville and their football team for making one win away from the state championship. So you go East. Way to go, boys. All right, intern, that's it, man. Thank you. All right, we'll do it again tomorrow. It's our final show before Thanksgiving, so we'll have a few more things coming your way about places you can go to eat and restaurants and businesses that are open their doors to help our friends and neighbors out. So we really love promoting all the good things that are happening in Middle Tennessee. As we leave you, remember to smile, let people in traffic, open doors, be nice, and I'll leave you with this. No one ever went broke by giving. We'll see you tomorrow.